believer. I went into church as a new believer. I was saved outside of church. I went into church as a new believer, and they were all like, they saw a new believer and they were all shocked, and they were like, from my perspective back then, it's like they thought it's a fresh feeling, but you should have that. But see, what happened was they lost something. You should never lose it. If you're a new believer, if you've been a believer for 20 years, there's always something new to learn. And yeah, there might be persecution. Yeah, there might be trouble. Yeah, but there's always something new to learn. And I look back and I'm thinking, at first they said, well, I said, why are y'all so surprised at my excitement? Well, we haven't seen a new believer in a while. And it's like, every day's a new day. And what blows your mind is they let the world, and as I look back now, they let the world get them down. But the world's nothing but down. You're not from here. This is not your home. This is not you should always be excited. And the other option was be that, okay, we got a new believer. We're going to shut him down. We're going to shut them down. We don't want them to exercise their gift. And that's one reason I got away from it, because the 501(c)(3) tries to depress you, shut you down, doesn't want you to exercise your gift. And it's not just the 501(c)(3), it's the whole system wants to shut you down. Doesn't want you to talk about new discoveries, new revelations, whatever. Just like when I reveal, well, there's the bridge. Jesus is in everything. The gospel's being preached everywhere. They don't want to hear that, because then they have to look at their own self and realize, hey, if Jesus is being preached, see the panels on that truck? The panels, pan is bread, but pan is also a piece cut off. A piece cut off. Eve was a piece cut off. The church is a piece cut off, being cut back in. So my point is, the gospels are being preached on that truck, on those trusses, on that sign, on the colors, on the shapes, on the symbols, on the phonics. The truth is being preached everywhere at all times. And so the reason they don't want to hear that is because they have to look at their own self and say, well, why are you not happy about that? Why don't you have joy? Why can't you give out the good news in joy? It doesn't have to be misery. It doesn't have to be misery. I was going to say not in the USA, really, but not anywhere. Yeah, the freedom of speech is being hindered in some ways here, but there's other outlets. And not only that, even if you were in another country and you spoke up and they killed you or threw you in prison or whatever, you know the truth. You got the truth. What else you need? That's the whole purpose of being down here. Red and blue and black and white. Black and white represents the cross. Red and blue represents the verse. Turning. Turn goes back to verse. The cross, the verses in the Bible. When the farmer farmed, he would go this way and you'd make a turn and come back the other way. Make a turn, come back the other way. Make a turn, come back the other way. Verse goes back to sowing the seed of the word. Every time you read a verse, You're sowing the seed into your heart, your mind. You read a verse, you go back, read another verse, you're sowing the seed, just like a farmer sowing the seed in the land. You're sowing the seed in that hard heart. Source code, Jesus is source code. So source is right in front of you all the time. So as you're turning down here, as the world turns, as you turn your mind, your thoughts are turning, you're being turned back to source to think like Jesus. Look right in front of me is discovery. So as I discover new truths, new revelations, new observations, it's like being fresh, refresh. It doesn't have to be misery. It's fresh every day. His mercies are new every morning. It's fresh every day. So, anyway, all I can say is they wanted to shut down your joy, want to shut down the truth, want to shut down your happiness or whatever, because it's going to spread.